The pizza box was too big to fit in the fridge. I thought of this when I woke up, a little harmless thought as I finished the last of the water on the nightstand. The water was good, really good, but it wasn't enough. I finished the water and decided to get up for more. And doing so, I thought of the obnoxious pizza box still sitting on the stove. I got more water, took it back to the bedroom. Son was sleeping on the wife's side of the bed, and I vaguely recalled them switching during the night. He took her side because he thought he saw a monster. She took his room to get away from my snoring. More harmless thoughts. I sauntered over the collection of water glasses on the nightstand and placed tonight's refill. On the stove sat the pizza box. I opened it quietly like a thief in the night. Grabbed a piece of sausage, just a quick piece, then back to bed, a little bit more water, back to sleep. I saw it then, on the balcony. I froze watching it. The paper towel still held mid-smear on my mustache. It saw me. It was watching back. We had left the blinds open, pulled just enough to the side to see out. They've been remodeling the balconies, but there was enough planks to hold something outside the glass, 7 feet tall. Was it 8? As I watched it, I couldn't recall if I had checked the time. I didn't want to chance a look. My phone was in the bedroom, near the collection of water glasses. If I had it, I could call the police. But I'd have to look away from it. It was just standing there, standing awkwardly, like it had been caught in the act. And I was reminded of how long it had been since we used the slider, how long it's been since we knew it was locked. I thought of him, sleeping next to the still warm spot I left behind. I thought of her, off in the other room to get away from the snoring. I could scream. But then what? Then we'd all just be fucking scared. I went to the balcony, moving slowly, lowering the paper towel as I crossed the living room. Getting the details of it the closer I got, or the lack thereof. Long, spindly fucking arms, a hunched back, a dead hang of thin hair. It's almost December. Where was its clothes? Why my balcony? It seemed happy to see me. This was a pleasant surprise. I felt the spike in my blood pressure, the collecting sweat in my armpits, a paper towel instead of a phone or a bat. And I stood there, looking at it. Too scared to see if it was locked, too worried to check. Standing in the ringing, suffocating silence of the living room, I asked the only thing I could think of. What do you want? I couldn't actually hear my voice when it spoke, but it understood. Its face started to droop, a sag of skin and a slow look that drifted to the left, to my son's room, where she slept in the child's bunk bed to get away from the snoring. A slow look that listened lazily back to me, then past me, to where my bedroom would be, to the 8-year-old sprawled on her side of the bed. Looking into its eyes, I felt my lip tremble. Not like this. Looking into its eyes, I mouthed the word, no. It takes a deep breath and leans against the outer frame of the slide. It gets worse the longer I look. It's a fucking nightmare. It has to be a dream. Its lungs inflate and its chest puffs out, and its skin hangs off its fucking bones. It's trying to intimidate me. It opens its mouth to talk. It makes no sound, but I understand what it's trying to say. The words chill my bones. I have all night. I think of her in his room. I think of him on her side of the bed. A paper towel squeezed in my hand. A reminder that I didn't take a leak when I got more water. So, do I? The response amuses it, and it shrugs. We'll see, it says. It moves, and I panic and think it's going to try and come in. I don't think I could stop it. Its unnatural human form twists as it settles in, its limbs folding unnaturally as to sit like a dog or a horse. It mocks me. I sit on the carpet and wait, trying to project this is no big deal, trying to shield the fact that I'm terrified. It looks like it's freezing outside the way it shivers. Thin skin on pointy bones, a face that won't stop sagging. We're supposed to get snow soon. It's freezing in the living room. I'm in my boxers. Goosebumps crawl over my skin. We stared at each other. I don't know if there's rules. I don't know if I can look away or if I can check if it's locked or not. I don't think I can stop it. What happens if I fall asleep? Or they wake up? I sit. I watch it. It watches me. The dark night ticks away. I don't know when it started. I don't know when it's going to end. The longer I look, the worse it gets. Sometimes it pretends to fall asleep. It's fucking with me. The worst part of all, sometimes the mold slips. Whatever's holding it, whatever the illusion is, serves as its existence. Like a twitch. As if its normal form wasn't bad enough. Whatever's underneath. Sometimes it's a flash of teeth and a spread of gore, like an aftermath of a hit and run. Sometimes it's up against the glass, its body flattening, its eyes staring hard at me, trying to scare me. Sometimes it's a girl, its mouth hanging open in a soundless scream. Sometimes there are no eyes at all. I sit and watch, terrified to look away, terrified it'll get impatient. The hours tick away, and behind it, the sun starts to break over the trees. Before the rays can touch its skin, it sighs deliberately. It's out of time. A single nod serves as my congratulations, and as it looks to her in his room and him in my bed, its final words haunt me. You got lucky this time. It slips away in an instant, its limbs taking it back to the woods, back to whatever hell it came from. My body aches and I'm soaked in sweat. I wait until the sun is shining, the only way I'll think I'm safe. When I'm ready, I get up and check the slider. It wasn't locked. Once I fix that, I check the front door. Deadbolt and knob were both turned, but it doesn't make me feel better. I don't think I'll ever feel better again. In my hand is the paper towel, which nearly perished under my squeezed grip. On the counter is a cold piece of bare pizza, the exposed sauce reminding me of the monster. I put them both in the trash. I creep to his room and find her sleeping peacefully. I creep back to mine and find him sprawled on my side. The water on the nightstand chills as I down the glass in one go. I place the emptiness next to the others, and I slowly lie down next to him, hoping I don't wake him, hoping I don't hear anything aside from his soft little snores. I listen to the snores and wonder if it's even possible to go back to sleep, or if I'll ever sleep again.